Hello everyone. Damn, it's so bright. It's hard to see the screen. I'm gonna get some nuts. Wait till y'all hear the night I had. Nobody's even in here yet, and I can barely see the screen. I'm gonna try and brighten it for myself. That's better. Gonna use up more of the battery, but oh well. I'll be fine. Oh, the night I had. And this car. Ooh, this car is... Let me get into the night I had once some people get in here. Week 3. I thought interception. Sorry, the radio was on for a second. Open the sunroof. Get some air in here. Wait till y'all hear the night I had. I can't stand it when people just look at me like out of nowhere, especially when I go to the bathroom in a public place and like somebody will just turn their head and look at me while they're urinating. I told the guy did this to me last weekend. He was probably drunk. It was at my job, and I got to go check the bathrooms, but he had this dumb costume on. He had like the underwear on the outside. It was from Doug, the cartoon. Or I think that was the name of it, Doug, yeah. From the 90s, the Nickelodeon cartoon. He was Quail Man, that's what it was. And he had the belt on his head. And he was this little white guy. I guess he was drunk. But as soon as I walk in, he's turning his head, or no, like if he's supposed to be looking this way, if he's pissing this way, as soon as I walk in, he turned his head this way and stared at me. I stopped there and I'm like, what are you looking at? And he's like, and I was like, stop looking at me, mind your business or something. And he's like, like, goddamn, if I wasn't working, I'd want to shove him right now. All right, people, join in. Come on, you got to hear about the night I had last night. It did not go as planned. Had several twists. Go on, tell your friends, join in. Click the like button, too. Get this video shared on YouTube. Huh, thanks. I'm gonna wait until more people come. Who's he? It's hard to read the screen because it's so. You can see how bright the sun is on my face. Arula. Yeah. I'll tell you. Hold on. Wait for more people to show up. Oh man. Oh man. What happened last night? It'll be etched in my memory for a while. There are at least 2 things I realized after last night I never want to do again. By the way, today, started going to the gym. That was nice. I took a shower. That was not so nice because there's not room to really hang up much of your stuff, and it's like, even though the locker room was very clean and everything, the shower was pretty clean, but it still weirds me out. And then I'm having to dry stuff, and stuff smells weird, and yeah. I had a good exercise. Avocado girl. The gym was not. Hey, good thing about going to the gym in America, not many people go to the gym, so you can go in the middle of the day and it's not that busy. 6 people. All right, maybe I'll get the story started soon. Click the like button. Get this video shared. I'll talk about what happened last night. It did not go as expected. Several different ways. It just twisted and turned, and I realized this is going to be more difficult than I thought. But I went to the gym for the first time today, showered. Not that pleasant of an experience. It wasn't bad. The gym was very clean. It's a good place. And hey, I might go back shower tonight. I didn't shave. I don't want to shave in front of people. That's something I realized. I can't stop focusing on what everyone is doing around me. So like a guy was packing his locker next to me fast, I'm like, why is he packing so fast? He's like moving his stuff around, like, there was sound effects, like kung fu sound effects, like, I was like, why is he moving so fast? Like, is he doing? Is he gonna do something? I don't know. It made me nervous. Like it gave me a little anxiety. Like, why is he moving so fast? Everybody moves around me. I'm like, why are they doing that? Why is this person breathing? One guy was breathing hard in the locker room. I'm like, why is he breathing hard? Like he's gonna do something. Or like he wants my attention. I feel guilty. Like, what, am I not giving enough attention to him? Am I not being deferential? 10 people in here. I'll get to talking about what happened last night soon, because we got 10 people now. Click the like button. We only got 1 like in here. Not acceptable. Look, who cares about the likes? But the problem is YouTube uses that to determine how much they're going to share the video. So it helps me get the video shared to more people. And this is kind of my job right now. And I gotta probably up my data plan at some point. Although T-Mobile's really great. They let you roll over data from 1 month to the next. So it's really like I have practically unlimited data for a while until I use up all that rolled over data. And they roll it over for 12 months. 11 people, all right. I'm gonna get into this story soon of what happened last night. It did not go as expected. Please click the like button. I'm sorry to beg for likes. I'm going to try and stop it. At least until more, if there's a lot more people. Great. Now an ambulance and a helicopter are going by. I mean a fire truck. And an ambulance. Well, they're calling in an airstrike. All right. 11 people here. I guess we'll get started. 7 minutes in. I kept you all waiting long enough. All right. Last night I did that live stream. I was really annoyed. The guy I'm staying with, his phone died, or his service was cut off to his phone. So I'm like, well, I'll probably sleep in the Walmart parking lot. But I'll go to a bar first. I went there earlier that night. I'll go back. The bar I went to, it is so creepy. It's such a little dive bar. It reminds me, it's so sad being there. It reminds me of a bar I used to work at, where it's like it was a bunch of young people, just lost people. That's what you get the sense of, lost people with no direction, no ambition. It felt like a gang, not a street gang, but like literally this is like a gang forming of the mindset of people thinking and doing certain things. I don't know how the bartender was comfortable with it. You got to have a kind of, thick skin to do that, because there was no bouncer there too. There's no bouncer there on weekdays. And it was so uncomfortable for me because, first of all, one guy pissed me off, and I was like, oh shit, I don't want to start a fight. Dumb white guy. I've been ranting about white supremacy so much. My brother's in the NRA, white supremacist organization. They just put out some anti-Semitic stuff yesterday about George Soros, by the way. My brother likes them. I'm against white supremacy a lot. I hate it. I listened on the conservative radio last night and today. These racist radio show hosts, Mark Levin, Chris Plant is the worst. He is the most virulent, like just teetering on falling off the cliff into full-on Nazi mode. Rush Limbaugh screaming about how Christine Blasey Ford, who said Brett Kavanaugh assaulted her, saying she's a liar and saying Democrats made it up. It's all a fabrication. It's so sad, man. And it's so sad to hear, because he's doing it, first of all, because Kavanaugh is on the side of Republicans, but also he's doing it now. And I remember 20 years ago, almost 20 years ago, when I read Rush Limbaugh's first book, and I was a fan of his at that point. I really enjoyed his book. He said how Anita Hill made up her accusations against Clarence Thomas, and I believed it. And it's so sad how, like, I can see how he influenced me and a generation of people, and now he's doing it all over again with another generation. So now I can see how wrong-headed I was to believe that, to believe this arrogant conservative saying that Anita Hill was lying. because oh, she got dates wrong or whatever, like finding any way to say she was lying, and I just believed it. I was willing to believe it without any information. And now Rush Limbaugh is doing it all over again. So obviously, I don't believe that anymore. I believe she was telling the truth, and she was smeared, and I can see it happening all over again. So it's so sad. Mark Levin was screaming about how can MSNBC say I have blood on my hands. These bastards should be fired. MSNBC should fire them. The Stormfront, they're like I have an investigation going because they make threats about me or something. It's like what? He didn't absolve himself at all of the racist conspiracy theorizing, and he is especially against immigrants, saying oh, these kids, they call them dreamers, but what about American kids? But he doesn't say anything that's a problem in supporting immigrant kids as opposed to American kids. Like, it's the same. Supporting one is the same as supporting the other. So how is it a problem to support immigrant kids here? It's like you don't take anything from American kids to do that. Anyways, into the story. Oh, and in the bar, what happened? I was mentioning white supremacy. Okay, here's the story from last night. Went to this bar. This dumb white guy in a suit. Well, no suit jacket, but otherwise a suit. Talking to this girl. I kind of know the girl, but I wasn't saying anything to her. When I say I kind of know her, I don't know her. I recognize her because we've seen her around. But anyways, I went to sit next to him. Because the other seat's at the end of the bar, right in front of all the taps. So it's like this is in front of your face, and you got to look over to see the bartender. So I tried to sit next to him. I pull out a seat. He grabs the seat and pulls it next to him. I don't say anything. I just assume he's got the seat saved for somebody, but I was a little annoyed. I sat down at the end. He's talking to the girl. No one sits there for like 5 minutes. There was one beer there. The beer got taken away by the bartender. So I'm like, oh, no one's sitting there. So I was pissed. I wanted to confront him, but this is when I realized, whoa, what is wrong with me? Like, I don't want to be getting in confrontations and fights, and I don't want to get kicked out of this place. And I was like, oh man, I cannot get in a fight. Like, I don't want to do it. A bunch of people I knew were in the area. I don't want them to think I'm this fighting guy, because a bunch of people there also go to my bar that I work at. So I'm like, I don't want them to think I'm just willing to fight anyone. They probably wouldn't care, but I wanted to confront the guy, and that's when I know a fight can break out. And I was prepared because these stools were high. They were chairs, really. So I'm like, okay, I know. If we're in these high chairs, I can't just jump out. So if he hits me or grabs me, I'll put my foot up against the bar, kick back, drag us both to the ground, falling backwards, and then I'll get on top of him. But I'm like, I won't do that. But sure enough, 5 minutes go by or so. Nobody sits there, so I just go over and sit there myself while he's talking to the girl. He ignores me. Then, I won't get into it after that, but basically, there were troubled people there. They are just, it's not against them, like, troubled people need the most help and direction and support, but I'm like, this is so messed up. Like, being here, just these lost, wandering people, it's like this, you get this cult mentality in a place like that. I'm like, and people who just want others' attention. I'm not saying that in a way to attack them directly. I'm saying like one of the guys I sort of am, because I kind of have a little bit of a problem with him. I won't get into that. Like, I don't hate him or anything, nothing like that. Everything sounds too dramatic. That's the problem. When you say you have a problem with someone, nothing like that. I get along with him fine. It just, he's a little annoying because it's like everyone's got to love him. He goes around, he kind of shamelessly flirts with everyone. It's a little bit too much and all that. That's all. That's all I mean. I don't mean I hate him. And I'm like, this is just not for me. And I made me realize, okay, again, focus, movies. That's what I got to be doing. Focusing on movies. That's my odd. Those are my peers, film fans, film lovers. So I went there. Then the guy I was supposed to stay with, he calls me from a different number. I was lucky I picked up. I was like, huh. Normally I don't answer numbers I don't recognize, but I have a feeling this may be someone I know, or this may be that guy. Picked up. He said his phone got messed up at the Verizon store or something. He didn't know what they did. He's got to fix his account. So I went over to his place, and holy shit. His house, I didn't know houses could be in this bad of condition. I really appreciate the gesture. He's a nice guy. It was really touching that he was willing to help me. Here's what happened. And now I can't get it out of my head, being at his place last night. So, oh shit. My phone's overheating. So sorry. Let me know how the audio is. I gotta turn on the air conditioning. No, the audio's gonna be bad, I know it. Hold on. Hold on. Take the case off the phone. Sorry, I know the audio's. Just hold on. Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, the air. The air conditioning is running because I gotta cool this phone down. It overheats. "17 people. All right, hey, click the like button. I'm getting into the story of what happened last night. Sorry, the air conditioning's running because my phone is getting overheating, and I gotta cool it down. That's the problem with Blackberries. Blackberry Prince. They overheat. Just hang on a second. Let's let the phone cool down. Talk amongst yourselves. Click the like button. Thank you. People are doing that. Get this video shared. I had a wild night. Just to get some of you up to speed. So I couldn't get a hold of the guy on the phone I was staying with. Couldn't find his house. Didn't want to stay in the neighborhood because it was deep in the suburbs, rich white neighborhood. I did not want people to think I'm there to like drive back and forth like I'm trying to sneak in and break into someone's house. So I thought I'll sleep in the Walmart parking lot. I went to a bar. It was really depressing being at the bar. I almost kind of wanted to get in a confrontation with the guy who bothered me. That's when I realized I can't be so brazen about wanting to fight people. Just let it go. Because that kind of stuff can haunt you, especially because it was so close to where I work, and word would get around back to my job so fast. Not that they would care. They would not get me in trouble for that. But I just don't want that reputation of being a fighting guy. Okay. Phone cooled down. So I went to the bar. It was depressing. Just a bunch of lost people is what it felt like. I'm like, I don't want to be like this. I'm glad I went and learned that about myself. Like, this is not for me. I am a person who wants to work and study. And really, I could have been reading a book last night. But it's fine. I got out, talked to some people. You know, I don't have a problem, you know, being at a bar. And it's just talking. But there's a cult-like feel to it that bothers me. And it reminds me of working at another bar years ago that also creeped me out working there, because the people who went there, young, lost people, any problems they had outside the bar would come into the bar. Boyfriends, girlfriends, grudges against people, family, all kinds of stuff. It would get into the bar, like whatever their problems were. And it was a bunch of 21, 22-year-olds. It was really annoying. And I felt all alone out there, like with no backup. Anyways, I went to the bar. Then I get this phone call from a number I didn't recognize, but I answered it. Normally I never do. It was the guy I'm staying with. He said, sorry, his phone, something happened to his phone at the Verizon store. They tried to add more data or something, and somehow it stopped him from getting calls. So he got a different phone, and he got a hold of me at like 12:30 last night. I said, okay, I'm coming over. I came over at like 1:15. So here's where we're getting back up to speed for those of you who heard this earlier. I got to his house, and holy shit, was it such bad condition. There were feral cats coming into the house. I appreciate the guy doing it. He's very nice. He genuinely wants to help. I was moved by his generosity. Still am, appreciate it. I was grateful that for the experience, but I went in there. He said, okay, you come in the back, it's pitch black around there, you need a flashlight to walk around. It's so creepy. And I felt bad, like I can see this picture of us like in a movie. He's an older guy, this smaller, older guy, and here I am. In a movie, I would look like the guy you should be afraid of. Like, I felt bad looking at this image. Like, I hope he's not getting this picture in his head, too, that I am. Of, you know, the classic movie scene of, okay, letting a stranger into your home. And I'm like, this guy is vulnerable to me. Not that I would do anything to him, but I'm like, I just feel bad. Like, knowing, like, he may know that he's vulnerable to me physically. I'm like, I don't even like that. Anyways, okay, whatever. He's offering me a place to sleep, and we're not even going to deal with each other much. He has a basement. I walk into the back of his house, pitch black. I need my flashlight on. Go down the steps into the basement. Basement's like totally like not finished. Like the floors are not set. It's just like concrete for the floor. It's a big room. There's furniture everywhere strewn about, like old chairs and stuff. There's the light fix. The switches for the lights are like, you know, bare. They're like stripped and bare, so it's like you can reach in there if you want for the light switches. Which none of that would bother me that much except the smell. Oh my goodness, there was cat poop in several places, and I'm sure a lot of old cat poop around that I couldn't see because the smell was so strong. So that was the basement. He showed me the bathroom upstairs. Oh my, first of all, I walked through the kitchen. I'm like, pow, that smell hit me. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to eat here. So I walked through the kitchen to the bathroom. Look at the bathroom. He says, oh, that's my roommate's dirty clothes on the floor. Don't mind her. And there's spider webs and bugs in the spider webs attached to the bathtub. I'm like, this is so miserable. The toilet. Oh my goodness. I didn't want to keep... I'm just making sure my phone's not overheating. I didn't want to take a picture because, you know, I don't want to make fun of someone's home that's offering to help me. So I didn't take a picture. The toilet. I think there was more... There was more organic matter than actual toilet. Like if you picture like a garden with vines and stuff wrapping around everything. It wasn't vines, it wasn't plant growth, but it was organic matter stuck, caked onto this toilet. It was like, it's like when they say, you know, some creature in a movie, like Frankenstein's monster, he's like, he's more beast than man. This was more non-toilet than toilet. This was like, I was like, how is he not embarrassed to let me see this? But I wasn't outraged at him. I'm like, whatever, that's how it is. It just grossed me out. And also everything is between him and his roommate. When I'm in the basement, I can hear everything upstairs, every step above me. It is so creepy there. And so I lied down. The couch I was sleeping on, it was almost like one of those swinging like benches or swinging couches, you know, on a porch. So it was at an incline. So I'm sleeping on a surface that's like this, like, and I'm in the middle there. I'm afraid of touching any surface in this house. Everything is so dirty. I have my laundry bag. I put it on the floor. I don't even want to put my backpack on the floor. I'm like, I'm not sure if bugs are gonna get up to it or something. I put it on a chair. I had a little table and my lamp next to me. And I was tweeting out last night. I'm like, holy shit, this is so uncomfortable. It is so disturbing to breathe in here because the smell is so bad. It gets in my mouth. It feels like it's getting in my blood. My eyes were starting to water, not badly, but it was a weird, like, coldness feeling in my eyes. And it was bothering me, the smell, so much. Like, and when it's dark, it was pitch black in there. There's no lights in the backyard or anything. It's even, like, the sense of smell is all you have, in a way. And it's even stronger. And I'm like, as much as I'm glad to be indoors and it was a comfortable temperature, after like an hour or so of lying there, or maybe even less than that, I'm like, I can't take this. It is so disturbing. The smell is so strong of cat poop. It bothering me so much. I'm like, you know, my car's parked in the driveway. It's a long driveway. It's a long yard. The neighbors probably won't see me. I can probably just sleep there and at least I'll have fresh air and the temperature is all right outside. So That's what I did. I went to my car. It was actually fairly comfortable. I think I'm going to have a better setup tonight. My car looks so bad, but now because I got so much stuff in here and I don't have much room. I got to get rid of some clothes. My laundry bag is so full. I don't need that many clothes. I only slept about 5 hours or so. My phone's overheating. Got to turn on the AC again. Sorry. Hold on. I'll let it cool down a second. Read some comments. Yes, JS24, I am wildly clean, so they are not my people. I didn't even want my cleaning supplies to touch their surfaces and their toilet. It was so bad. Oh, but there's more. I'll tell you after my phone cools down in a minute. There is more. I'm eating almonds. Next day. Oh my goodness. Sorry for anyone joining me. I have the air conditioning running my car because my car is overheating. I mean, my phone is overheating. So just let it run for a minute. May as well charge my phone. Even though I don't think it charges much when it's running like this. Still overheating. It was not a nice house. I mean, it was a big space, but it was cluttered. Not cluttered upstairs, but the kitchen smelled so bad. I would not be able to eat there. It was so disturbing. When I get sick like that, I stressed or whatever, I cannot eat. Even today, I got a salad from Walmart. Good price, like $5 for a big salad for breakfast. Piece of bread, 22 cents from the bakery. So that was really good. But even eating the salad, I was still grossed out. I didn't even want to finish it in a way. Plus, I wasn't feeling good because I hadn't showered yet. I did shower today and brush my teeth. I didn't shave. I might grow out a beard because I'm uncomfortable shaving in front of other people. I don't want to seem like I'm indifferent to their existence. Like, well, I'm just going to shave and fuck it. Like, I don't care if you're here. And the only sinks at the gym I went to, you know, it's like a communal sink. So I feel weird doing that. People, you know, I don't want to make them uncomfortable. So I may be growing a beard for a little bit. I don't know. Okay. I can turn the air conditioning off now. Yeah, the basement, it was basically not finished. The surfaces were not finished. Sorry, I'm trying to stay out of the light because I don't want the sun burning up my face. You shave in the shower? Wow. I might do that at the gym. Yeah, that might be a good idea. The guy was in his 60s or so. Real nice guy, but I don't know how this situation is that environment is acceptable to live in. Now, I slept in my car. I had all right sleep. Luckily, this seat goes way back, like almost flat. So that wasn't too bad. And I had my blanket here, my comforter. And it was a good temperature, so I wasn't cold. But what happened next morning, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to go to Walmart, get breakfast, then go to the gym. I start pulling out of the driveway. He's already walking out from his car, which is parked out to the side because he owns the house next to that house as well. So he's parked in the driveway, another driveway kind of between both houses. He already walks out. It's like a phantom seeing him. I'm like, oh, wow. So I talked to him a little bit. And I told him, yeah, I slept in my car because I just had trouble falling asleep. I didn't tell him, you know, I was uncomfortable with the smell or anything. But he's like, oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm like, no, don't worry. He's like, yeah, maybe it's the neighborhood and everything. I'm like, don't worry, it's no big deal. I slept fine in my car. Oh, a leaf. I got my sunroof open. A leaf fell. But, again, sorry I'm in the shade. I just don't want the sun burning my face. But, so he says, here, if you need to use a bathroom, you can use the one in the other house, too. The other house, nobody's living in it because it's got like a hole in the roof or something. It's got problems. Hey, maybe nobody should live in my mom's house. She's got a hole in the roof. But it's got like major repairs it needs. I walked in and he says, I need to clean it, but I just don't have the motivation to get started. I've collected a lot of stuff here. It was like a hoarder's house. I don't like saying that in a way because I'm not trying to insult him, like mock him, like dehumanize him. I'm just like saying it was a lot of stuff piled up everywhere, boxes everywhere. You could not live in this house. And I went to the bathroom. There was no sink even in the bathroom. The toilet was not as filthy as the other one. The other one, it was possibly more swamp than toilet. The other toilet, the one in the house I was sleeping in, that I left after an hour and just slept in the driveway in my car. But he showed me that toilet. I used that. And I just said, okay, I'm going out for the day, go to Walmart, go to the gym, and then go to the library or something. So I'm going to go to the library, I think, after this and just read and study. I had a good exercise at the gym, by the way. And hey, by the way, nice thing about the gym, like, although I get, like, every move, I'm so hyper aware, like, every movement people do, I'm like, huh, what are they doing? Are they staring at me? Whatever. Guy was breathing heavily in the locker room and walking back and forth. I'm like, what's he doing? Is he, like, does he need my attention? Or something. Another guy moving quickly, packing his stuff. I'm like, should I be helping him or something? Like, it was so weird. Everything gets my attention like that too much. That's what I learned. I gotta be by myself. But a Train Spotting toilet, yeah, you pretty much got that. I've seen that movie. It's a good movie. Probably my favorite Danny Boyle movie, although I like Sunshine as well. Yes, there was a female roommate because I could hear her. Anyways, he showed me that toilet, man, but that first one, it was more swamp than toilet. So, like, inhuman. I'm like, this should be thoroughly clean. Everything here should be blasted and cleaned, and there was cat poop around, and there were feral cats, he said, in the neighborhood that go in his house, and yeah, I like cats, but man. Anyways, look, I'm really not trying to put him down because I'm moved by his generosity. He let me stay there, no questions asked. I told him I'd give him $5 a night, but I'm not staying back there again. Also, he showed me like a 23-inch knife that he had in a drawer next to where I was sleeping. That was weird. He wasn't threatening me or anything. He's just, just showing it off like, hey, check this out. I would not clean that place because it's obviously going to get dirty again, and it would make me vomit to clean it. Now the problem is my car is starting to smell. I'm like, and even in the gym, my bags and everything, the stuff I had, my bathroom items, I'm like, it smells like rotten oatmeal. You didn't know oatmeal could go rotten, but it smells like rotten oatmeal. I'm like, what the hell? This is so disturbing, this smell. I gotta have a system to be organized in my car because I cannot have stuff. It smells in the back seat. I cannot have stuff festering in my car. I don't want to get lazy like that. Although, like, you were meant to help him, who else will? I wasn't helping him. I gave him $5, and I don't even want to shower. I'd rather shower at the gym, as uncomfortable as it was, because it's small, and I'm like, I don't have much room to hang up my stuff, and it's awkward changing, and I'm grossed out by the surfaces, even though it was pretty clean. Tomorrow, I'm going to go in with my cleaning supplies before I use the shower at the gym, and I'm going to clean the shower stall that I use. But hey, like I said, good thing, good thing, I'm choking on my nuts. Good, 20s, I'm getting all choked up. The good thing about going to gyms is there's not many people there, so that would bother me more. Like going to it pisses me off, like that's when I realized I still got, like, I'm too ready to fight in a way, and that's really bad. You don't want to be willing to do that. Like when people just leave their groceries cart, their shopping cart in the middle of the aisle. Like when I went to Walmart, I'm like, don't even say anything, don't be like, hey, you're fucking blocking the aisle or something. I want to. I'm like, I don't want to throw my weight around just because like I'm a guy and you know a lot of these people are smaller than me and stuff. I don't want to be doing that. Just thought I have, but that's it. Like, let it go. It's not worth it, and it could get me in a ton of trouble, and I would feel bad about doing that to someone. Yeah, the house was horrible. Anyway, so I'm gonna go to the library probably after, maybe get lunch. I gotta save money too. I'm spending almost as much money out as I was on rent with the gym membership and with my food and everything. I gotta be saving money. So I gotta figure out how to get cheap meals and just not eat much. Good thing. The good thing about, by the way, the gym membership, some drinks there are half price because I have the specialty pass or whatever. Although the drink I got, the muscle milk, was not half price, so I ended up paying like over $4 for it. I'm like, oh, that sucks. I was hoping it was half price. By the way, 30 people here. Thanks. Cool. This may be like the highest viewed live stream I ever had. I just recounted the whole story of this horror house I stayed with. Very nice guy, generous guy, let me stay there. I could not sleep there. It smelled so bad. Everything made me so uncomfortable. It was so disturbing. I slept in my car in his driveway last night for 5 hours, and I could almost not eat breakfast today because it still disturbed me and grossed me out. I get so disturbed, like that stuff stays in my memory. Gotta cool off my phone again. Sorry, turn on the air conditioning. I never said, wait, Candy Morgan says you OCD, you have told us I would get grossed out too. I never said I had OCD. I don't know if people think I do. I don't think I do. Maybe I have that personality kind of. Where am I planning to stay tonight? Walmart parking lot. Because at least here, I can go to the bathroom. It's a decent bathroom. And then close by is the gym. So I can just go to the gym from there, shower. I'm going to bring my cleaning supplies into the gym to clean the shower stall before I shower, because it grosses me out when I couldn't wipe down a certain surface to set my stuff on it. And all my stuff now, it smells like rotten oatmeal that I had my bathroom items. And, oh my goodness. It was kind of stressful, but hey, glad to be doing this. Yeah, sleeping in my car is okay. Just what I'm worried about now is I'm trying to save money eating food. And I don't want to, if I'm spending $20 on food a day, just $20, that's $600 a month. I shouldn't be doing that. Like that, I'm not even saving money on rent. So what's the point? Well, the benefit is, yeah, I'll get more experiences. Hey, I'm making, I think, better videos with these experiences, but I got to save money, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. I don't want to just buy junk food, you know. You can buy cheap food that's junk food. I'm trying to eat healthy. No, I'm not at my mom's house. Can't stay there. My brother's a criminal. And he joined the NRA. Piece of shit. White supremacist. And that's a white supremacist organization that doesn't care about victims of gun violence. They just practically brag about it every time. And all they say is everybody should be willing to kill everyone else. That's how you should prevent gun violence. Just be ready to kill people on your daily commute. It's disgusting. Good idea. Sorry, okay, so my phone cooled down a little bit. Yeah, so I should get a moisture absorber. Good idea, from Dollar Tree or something. Damp rid. Okay, good idea. I gotta put that in my bags. Yeah. Thank you for that. Do they sell it at Dollar Tree? Is it? I gotta see what store they sell it at. Maybe they sell it at or like silica packets, but maybe they sell it at Target or Walmart. But yeah, that night it was so creepy. I'm desperate to save money now. I'm like, what have I gotten myself into? I cannot afford to rent anywhere. I don't even have money for a deposit. But yeah, I've got to dry my stuff out. I'm trying to like sort of hang up my towel here to dry. Even my towel smells like rotten oatmeal. I'll leave it up in the sun here so it cools down. Oh, I hate my car looking like trash. It's so beneath me to be like this. I got to get rid of some clothes, and down to 21 people now. I think I'll wrap it up soon anyways. But try and get a cheap lunch. And then at least I got a good location and everything, but man, is it a pain to don't talk like that, Kerno. And don't say that the NRA is not good. Laundry, I'll go to laundromat. That's not a big deal. Oh man. But yeah, it's kind of like I was like, what have I gotten myself into? Fortunately, hey, like it's not too bad. It's still early in the day, so I still got a lot of time to read. I'm gonna get a lot of reading, studying, writing done. Just the big thing is I'm worried about saving money on food. Excuse me. Because if I spend $20 a day on food, which is very easy to do, and it's easy to spend more than that, then I'm going to be spending over $600 a month on food. I was spending $760 a month in rent. So then I'm practically saving nothing. And then you factor on top of that my gym membership and gas and like just other things, you know, come up that I got to buy, little things. I bought an eye shade to sleep at night. So when the sun comes up, because I sleep real late, you know, one of these. I don't want the sun to wake me up. So, like, I'm just having to get little things that's adding up to a lot of money. So now I'm like, holy crap, what have I gotten myself into? Now but I don't have roommates. So thank goodness. Yeah, I have a night job. That's why I sleep so late. I'm not far from my mom's house. I'm in the area. Anyways, I should get going. I gotta get my phone actually charged for real, because it's not really charging right now. Gonna go to the library. I'm gonna read this book by Pilar Alessandra, the Coffee Break screenwriter. Helping my screenwriting, and I have my notepad and everything. I gotta get stuff organized in my car more. I don't want it to look bad, and I have too many clothes I gotta get rid of, and gotta figure out where to get cheap food. Walmart definitely does have cheap food, that's for sure. Yeah, she doesn't know. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. Hey, this was a successful live stream. Who knows what stories I'll have after this. No more bars for me unless it's like a film event, a film meetup or something, because I was so excited last Sunday when I went to this small little film discussion about visual filmmaking, the art of visual filmmaking, and it was by a director who lives around here who gave it. I went up to him, talked to him afterwards. I was so excited to talk to him, to talk to a filmmaker, have someone to talk about, have these, you know, ideas bouncing around. I'm like, that's where I gotta be. I gotta be around more film stuff. If I'm going to go to bars, it means I'll get good at going to bars. If I'm going to be a filmmaker, I got to do filmmaking and meet filmmakers, and that'll get me good at those things. So anyways, let's see what happens next. Who knows? Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.